Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another Bay Area real estate market update. I'm Zach, your friend and realtor in the Bay Area real estate market. On the screen, I have the updated inventory table. So today is Tuesday, May 20th. On the screen, I have the inventory numbers from yesterday, Monday, May 19th, and also 1 week prior to that, May 12th. Today, we're going to look and see what trends occurred over the past week. And if you're new here, let's just go over a couple things on the table. So if you see on the table, there is a column for SFH active and SFH pending. SFH is going to stand for single family home. Active are the properties that, for example, if you pulled up Zillow, if you pulled up Redfin, and you looked in Santa Clara County for single family homes, those are the ones that would be in the results. Those are the ones that are currently or actively for sale. Now, if we move to the right by one column, SFH pending, this is single family homes that are pending. These pending homes have not yet been sold. The sellers have accepted an offer and are in contract with the potential buyers. 9 out of 10 times, these homes will be sold in 30 days. Moving to the right, one more column, we have the ratio column. This is the active to pending ratio. So this is actually the most important column or data on the screen. This ratio column is going to tell us how hot or how cold the market is. Hot is going to be favorable to sellers. Cold is going to be favorable to buyers. Moving to the right, we have C/TH. That's condos and townhouses. And again, active and pending for each of those. And then we have the ratio column for active to pending condos and townhouses. The most competitive market in the Bay Area is Santa Clara County single family homes. It's currently the most competitive, and it is and continues to be the most competitive market between property types and between all the different counties that make up the Bay Area. At this given moment, the coolest market in the Bay Area is Santa Cruz County condos and townhouses. So the lower the number in the ratio column, the hotter the market. The higher the number in the ratio column, the cooler the market. Another way to look at this is the hotter market represents a seller's market. So the closer to zero the ratio is, it's a seller's market. The higher the number is, that's a buyer's market. So Santa Cruz County condos and townhouses, that is most definitely a buyer's market. With that, you're going to see properties that sit on the market for 1, 2, 3 months. That's not unheard of. That's actually pretty common. Now, on the flip side, Santa Clara County single family homes, granted, the market is a little bit different right now than we're used to, but still, if you find it comes down to price, location, and condition. If you have just for example, Santa Clara County, let's use the most desirable location or the highest demand location in Santa Clara County, which is Silicon Valley. So if we're talking about Sunnyvale or Cupertino, you've got a single family home that's priced right. This single family home is maybe it's recently or just been fully remodeled, so the condition is perfect. The location is the highest demand, and it's priced right. We'll talk about that a little bit more in a moment. That home is going to sell in about a week, 7 to 10 days tops. Okay. That's expected. That's not unheard of. Another thing that we see with sellers markets or hot markets, not only do we see very low days on market, but we're going to see multiple offers, right? So for the type of home that I just mentioned in that last example, 10, 20, a year ago, at this time, if you were buying a single family home in Sunnyvale or Cupertino, like I said, just fully remodeled, price right, 30 offers would not have surprised anybody. Okay. This year, it's probably between 10 and 20 because there's some challenges right now that buyers face, whether it's, having the funds in the stock market for a down payment, or maybe it's just a mindset thing. I know there's a lot of buyers right now that they have So right now, just in general, consumer confidence, I think, is down in the market. So it's making some buyers a little bit wary to pull the trigger to actually make an offer on a house. In my opinion, if you're a prospective buyer, if you're comfortable with the monthly payments, right? You're not stretching yourself too thin. If you're comfortable with the monthly payments and you have a good reason, maybe you have a growing family, you need more rooms, you need a better school district, there's never been a better time in the recent years to buy a home than right now. Because, like I just said, a lot of buyers out there, consumer confidence is down. There's a lot of options right now, a lot of homes for sale, but not many buyers are writing offers. People are still buying houses, people are still writing offers, but not in the way that we've seen in the recent years. For example, Santa Clara County, the ratio is 2.0 right now. So that's a very hot market. That's technically a seller's market. But a year ago, that ratio was around 1. I know it's only a difference of 1, but that difference is huge. What that looked like was, if we look at SFH Active, about a year ago, there was probably around half the amount of homes for sale. So maybe there's like 600 or 700, maybe 800 in that ballpark, but the pending number was the same. So yeah, that makes sense. So that gives us a ratio of 1. Just imagine single family homes active. There's around, we'll say 650 single family homes for sale. This pending number that I'm circling with my mouse here was the same, around 650. So that gave us a ratio of 1. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're on the fence right now about buying, there's never been a better time in recent years. Again, if you're comfortable with the monthly payments and you're buying for the right reason, now's the time. And I don't know if this will last. I mean, last week, see all the red numbers here? The market, pretty much all the markets in the Bay Area were heating up last week. This week, we have several blue numbers, which means that over the past week, these markets cooled off. I think a big part of that was the holiday that we had last Sunday, which was Mother's Day. So the reason that I say that is, if you're working with a good listing agent and they know what they're doing, they would advise you as a seller to hold off from listing your home the week before a holiday, right? Because you're going to have, let's say you list the house on Thursday, you want to have agents bring their clients in on Friday, open houses Saturday, Sunday, and then maybe Tuesday or Wednesday you accept offers, you look at offers. But with that holiday, Mother's Day, that we had on that past Sunday, it's guaranteed there's going to be less traffic through the open houses. People are traveling, people are out of town, people are in town, but they've got other plans with, they're celebrating Mother's Day. So, and the reason that's so important is because, again, I talked about multiple offers earlier. High price, the high sales price stems from multiple offers. Multiple offers stem from lots of foot traffic through the house, whether it's agents bringing their clients or open houses. So, anyways, guys, I know I kind of got off on some tangents and some side tangents, but this is what I'm seeing in the market. This is my professional opinion on what I would do right now if I was a prospective buyer. If I was a property owner considering selling, again, it depends what type of property it is, where it's located, in the condition. But if you can hold off a little bit and maybe list in, I think June is going to be a really good month. We'll see. Time will tell. We'll look at the numbers when the time comes. But I think it's on the up and up again. Okay. Um, so again, for that reason, if you're a prospective buyer and you're on the fence, I would get out there ASAP. I would try to, that you have a lot of options right now. You've got double the amount of options that you had 1 year ago. and less competition. Both of those things are favorable for you as a prospective home buyer. So anyways, guys, here's the numbers. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video, share it with somebody that you know is looking to buy or sell real estate in the Bay Area. If you're not comfortable with commenting down below and you have a question for me personally, go to the About section on my YouTube. My phone number's there, my email's there, my Instagram handle's there. You can DM me through Instagram. Whichever mode of communication is most suitable for you, please feel free to reach out. Anyways, that's it for the video, guys. I will have another Bay Area real estate market update in 1 week, which would put us on May 26th. The one after that, though, is going to be around the beginning of June. And what I'm going to do is what I did at the beginning of May. We're going to zoom out a little bit. We're not going to look at the weekly trend, but around the beginning of June, we're going to look at what happened to the Bay Area real estate market during the entire month of May. So right now I have May 12th and May 19th, just looking at the weekly trend. When I do that update, we're going to have the numbers from the end of May up here. I'm sorry, the end of April up here and the end of May down here. And we can really see what happened to these active to pending ratios. We'll get a great idea if the Bay Area as a whole kind of heat up during the month of May, if it cooled off, or if it stayed the same. We'll also get an idea which way is inventory going. Are more and more homes coming to market? Are we slowly losing inventory? We'll find out. Anyways, I hope to see you in 1 week with my next market update. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Have a great week, and we'll see you in 1 week. Thanks. Take care.